Zihuatanejo, Mexico. Edith Piaf famously sang, "Je ne regrette rien." Lucky her. Although it's hard to believe anyone could sail into middle age without regretting something. Perhaps when she sang it was true, but later when she was alone again, without an audience, without her makeup, it was only partly true and partly defiant wishful thinking, which I applaud. Nothing wrong with defiant wishful thinking. Criminal defense lawyers like myself have won many difficult cases by engaging in exactly that kind of thinking. It's what gives us confidence when the facts are lined up against us, drives our rhetoric across the finish line when, without it, we'd sputter to a stop halfway through the trial at the time an acquittal seems hopelessly far away, a moth-sized beacon in a raging storm. No, nothing wrong with defiant wishful thinking, unless it begins to dominate more than just your career. Now that I've landed here in Mexico, where I intend to rest and recover, I'm alone again, without an audience, without my makeup. There's no one to sing to here except myself. I'm standing on a bright pink balcony overlooking the water. I've managed to find the same studio apartment that my partner Vicky and I rented a few years ago, back when we were a stable twosome, the American dream, a doctor and a lawyer. At the time, though, just a pair of grateful snowbirds from Colorado looking to land on a warm sandy beach and take a couple of breaths before returning to our busy lives. Our friends, of course, thought we had it all. Actually, so did we. Had it all. What a ridiculous sounding cliche. Makes you want to grab a nice sharp pin and stick it in and hear that satisfying pop, which I suppose is what I did. In retrospect, a terrible mistake, and not even the only one. How could I have been so careless stepping out like that without looking to see what was coming? A year ago, I was cohabiting with my partner and just about to meet a new client, someone who would become my friend, an innocent woman accused of murder. It's a burden and a privilege to defend an innocent person. It's every defense lawyer's dream. Makes you go all out, and then it would make sense to stop and rest, but you can't remember how, and besides, where's the thrill in that? Might as well keep on going until you finally run out of gas. So I headed south, bypassing Mexico, and went to Nicaragua, a small car accident of a country mired in a bloody civil war. And, in a convoluted way, the perfect destination, the trip I may never stop paying for. Vicky warned me, but I didn't listen. Vicky was always warning me. Vicky Ferraro, who told me love was the last refuge we have against the world and all its sorrows, who I may have lost along the route, the only belonging that mattered. But it's late now. Time to go inside, unpack my duffel, turn on the ceiling fan and make myself at home. Catch my breath. Sleep. As I start to turn away, though, the view begins to change. I can't move. I've forgotten the spectacular sunsets here, the beauty that is sometimes possible. I feel mesmerized. No, I feel awe. Suddenly, I realized there was no way I could have gotten here except the way I came. Maybe that's what Edith meant. If so, je ne regrette rien.